Hello, but this is XStarKillerX here, and welcome back to another RuneScape Top 10. Now this time we are going to be looking at the top 10 RuneScape Riots. Number 10. The EOC Protest Riot. On the 1st of September 2012, free-to-play players gathered on World 1 and pay-to-play players gathered in World 2 to protest the upcoming evolution of combat. And the demands were simple. They wanted the update quashed, and to request an old school RuneScape server for veterans, which they eventually did get. The riot was planned, unlike the others, by a YouTuber. In World 2, Jagex did respond by muting the whole of the Grand Exchange so nobody could use anything but quick chat in the whole of the Grand Exchange. The riot itself lasted for 2 days, but unfortunately did not really make an impact on the EOC as it was still released. However, Old School RuneScape, which is one of the things they requested, has been released and is amazing. Number 9. The Soper Riot. This is a pro-Jagex riot spread across World 42, which started on the 18th of January, and also on a lot of other websites as well. As a support for Jagex against the United States' new act called Stop Online Piracy, or SOPA for short. This act, if passed, had the ability to either force Jagex to close all RuneScape forums or monitor them constantly for song limits or books. Or, if they did not follow this, they would lose the whole of the American audience. Thankfully, this SOPA was declined due to a lot of protests by a huge number of sites and people, and thank God it didn't get passed. Number 8. The Constitution Riot. After the hit point scale was changed to Constitution on the day of 3rd of March 2010, many people gathered at Falador in World 66 to complain about this change. They claimed that RuneScape was trying to compare itself to World of Warcraft, since all life points and hits were multiplied by 10 after the update. Forums were also spammed with unsatisfied players, but the riot didn't last more than a couple of days. They were unfortunately unsuccessful as it was kept to be Constitution. Number 7. The Bounty Hunter Riot. When the Bounty Hunter Crater was removed early 2009 and replaced with mock PvP worlds, players that had made a lot of profit off the craters were not very happy, as the new Bounty Hunter worlds were based on luck, not what you had on you. On May the 15th, 2009, hundreds of players gathered on World 32, a free-to-play Bounty Hunter world, and protest outside Edgeville Bank. Spamming and flaming ensued. People who were against Jagex donned a Rune 2H, while supporters welded Rune plate bodies. Rumours also say that many prominent player killers attended this event. Although the riot only lasted a few hours, the effect was very considerable. After the riot, Bounty Hunter was changed to be what it is today, which is items are dropped when you kill them. Number 6. The Duel Arena Riot. This riot took place on the evening of the 20th of November 2007 and lasted until the morning of the 21st. It was in response to the new trade limit, which made the Duel Arena maximum stake capped at 3k. Riot mostly took place on World 83 and on the forums. The riot scene continued for hours later in World 91, where stakers continued to protest against the dueling update. Some phrases were used, such as "dueling is dead," "we pay, we say," and "3k no pay," and many more. Many people in the forums and during the riot also displayed their anger with the phrase "Runescape." Great in my opinion. After this, unfortunately, nothing happened until free trade did return back to RuneScape. So they were sort of successful. Number 5. The Pest Control Riot. This was a widespread community disapproval of an update which Jagex made to Pest Control on the 17th of July 2007. The update was that all experience gained from Pest Control was lowered by 30% on average. This made a significant impact on many users who used Pest Control as their main source of experience, especially for pures. Number 4. The Drop Riot. Following connection issues following the drop, which was a worldwide trivia-based event hosted by Jagex, many players paid 1 million coins to enter the round, were disconnected from the game and lost their money. Immediately after this event was over, Jagex stream also went offline. Players mobbed towards 66 complain about losing their money. One of the mods did attempt to do a round of the drop, but unfortunately was not met very well, and unfortunately I don't think people got their money back. Number 3. Rock Climbing Boots Riot. This is an update which personally really pissed me off, and you'll probably guess why after I've explained. On the 24th of June 2010, after the release of Quiet Before the Storm quest, along came the update to the climbing boots, making them rock climbing boots. This rocketed the price up to 75k per boot pair of boots. Of course, many people who have hoarded these boots made billions off this update, which pissed a lot of people off. Rioting broke out in World 66 in Falador Square, with players demanding a rollback of the update and for players to lose the wealth that they shouldn't have gained. Unfortunately, the dick move was done, and Modmark refused to roll back the players which had gained from this. Not good decision that. Many people profited from this, and it really did ruin probably most of the economy. Number 2. The Protect Item Riot, taking place on the 15th of July, concerned an update which did not allow players to use Protect Item Prayer in PvP or Bounty Hunter worlds, and they were automatically scored when entering said worlds, meaning that they were a much greater risk of losing their expensive items which they were fighting with. This update was indeed to prevent players from using high-hitting special attacks such as people one-iteming with the Armored Godsword or Claws, so that they would have no longer been able to do this, as they would be scored and therefore they would potentially lose the item if they did this. Many people were very upset by this and of course rioted. And number 1. The Pay to PK Riot. This is probably one of the most well-known riots to ever occur in RuneScape. It has also been known as the World 66 Riot, the First Wilderness Riot, the End of RuneScape Riot, the Free Trade Riot, and most notably the Falador Riot. It was a riot which took place primarily in Falador Square in World 66. It began on the 10th of December 2007 and lasted almost a week, although it did flare up in as late as January. It was mainly in response to Jagex' anti-real world trading updates, such as the trade limit and the dual trading limit and the wilderness changes, PK changes, and all that good shit. World 66 is where the riots primarily taken place, like I said, although there were many other riots occurring at the same time in other worlds. The reason that people most hated this is probably a lot of people made their main living on RuneScape off PKing, and with these updates they were no longer able to do so, hence ruining their account and why they play RuneScape. And I understand why people would say pay to PK, because many people do pay to play RuneScape to PK. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to push the like button, leave a comment down below, or subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also, most follow me on Twitter, link down below as always. So last thing to say, thank you so much for watching. I've been XDoctorX, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye for now.